You wake up in the morning. The room is quiet. Light slips in through a window, soft and familiar, touching the edges of things you recognize without thinking. A wall, a ceiling, a world that feels stable, permanent. You've seen this 1,000 times. The sun rises, the day begins. It feels normal. But that feeling is a lie your brain tells you so you can function. Because if you truly understood what is happening in that moment, if you could see it the way the universe does, you would realize something unsettling. This is not permanent. This is not even long. This is a brief flicker in something unimaginably larger. You are standing on a planet that has existed for about 4.5 billion years. That sounds like forever. It feels like forever. Civilizations rise and fall in thousands of years, and even that feels ancient. But Earth itself is only about 1/3 the age of the universe. And the universe? It is about 13.8 billion years old. That number is too big to feel. So shrink it. Imagine the entire history of the universe compressed into one single year. January 1st, the universe begins. Galaxies form, stars ignite, time moves forward. Earth doesn't appear until early September. Dinosaurs? They show up on December 25th. Humans. You arrive at 11:59:48 p.m. on December 31st, 12 seconds before midnight. That is your entire species. Everything you have ever known, every story, every war, every memory, every name, exists inside those final seconds. And even that is not the full truth. Because the moment you are living in right now is not just small in the past, it is small in the future too. Stars do not live forever. The sun, the same sun that warmed your face this morning, is already halfway through its life. In about 5 billion years, it will expand into a red giant, swallowing the inner planets or burning them beyond recognition. Earth will not survive as a living world. Everything familiar will be gone. And yet, even that is not the end. Not even close. Because what comes after is so long, so empty, that our entire existence begins to look like something else entirely. Not a chapter, not even a sentence. Just a brief moment where the universe was able to notice itself. And then, nothing again. You are standing on Earth. It feels large. Oceans stretch beyond the horizon. Continents hold billions of lives. The ground beneath your feet feels solid and endless. But step back, just a little. Earth is about 12,742 kilometers across. You could circle it in a plane in under 2 days. Now compare it to the sun. You could fit about 1.3 million Earths inside the sun. Not next to each other, inside it. That means if Earth were the size of a small marble, the sun would be a sphere taller than a human being. And yet, in the sky, it looks small enough to block with your thumb. Because distance hides truth. The sun is about 150 million kilometers away. Light, the fastest thing in the universe, takes about 8 minutes to reach you from its surface. 8 minutes. When you look at the sun, you are seeing it as it was 8 minutes ago. Now step further. The sun is just one star. There are around 100 to 400 billion stars in our galaxy alone. The Milky Way. If you tried to count them, one per second, it would take you over 3,000 years to reach 100 billion. And that is just one galaxy. Look up at the night sky. Every faint smudge of light you see is part of this vast structure, a rotating disk over 100,000 light years across. A light year is the distance light travels in 1 year, about 9.46 trillion kilometers. So the Milky Way is roughly 946 quintillion kilometers across, a number so large it stops meaning anything. But here is the part that hits harder. If the Milky Way were scaled down to the size of North America, our entire solar system would be smaller than a coin. Not a city, not a house, a coin. And you are somewhere on that coin. Now step even further. The Milky Way is not alone. There are at least 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe, possibly more, each one filled with stars, planets, systems, worlds that will never know you exist, on worlds you will never see. And all of this, the galaxies, the stars, the light stretching across billions of years, is just the part we can observe. Because the observable universe is limited. Light has had only 13.8 billion years to travel. That means there are regions of space so far away that their light has not reached us yet. They exist. But for us, they are invisible forever. Now pause. Take all of that in. You are on a planet, orbiting a star, inside a galaxy, among billions of galaxies, in a universe so large that most of it is permanently out of reach. And still, this is not the full story, because so far we have only talked about space, not time. Time is where things become truly unsettling. Stars are not eternal. A star like the sun lives for about 10 billion years. Larger stars burn faster and die sooner. Smaller stars can last trillions of years. Trillions. That is 1,000 billion years. Red dwarf stars, the most common type in the universe, will continue shining long after stars like the sun have died. Some are expected to live for up to 10 trillion years. That is nearly 1,000 times longer than the current age of the universe, which means something strange. The universe has barely begun its life with stars. We are near the beginning. Right now, stars are still forming. Galaxies are still evolving. Light is still filling the darkness. This is the bright era of the universe. But it will not last. Eventually, star formation will stop. Gas will run out. Galaxies will grow quiet. The last stars will burn slowly, fading over trillions of years until even they go dark. After that, there will be no new light, and only the remnants. White dwarfs cooling, neutron stars spinning down, black holes slowly evaporating over unimaginable spans of time through a process called Hawking radiation. And then, darkness. A universe with no stars, no light, no warmth. Just particles drifting further apart as space continues to expand. This is called the Dark Era, and it will last longer than everything that came before it. Not just longer, almost infinitely longer. Here's the gut punch. If you compare the length of time the universe will be dark to the time it has been bright. The bright era, the time with stars, planets, and life, is less than a fraction of the total lifespan of the universe. A brief window, a moment where something can exist, a moment where something can look up and wonder. You are inside that moment, right now, which raises a question that feels impossible to ignore. If the universe spends almost all of its existence silent and lifeless, why are you here during the only time it isn't? You are alive in a universe that is, for the most part, not alive. That is the truth hiding behind all the numbers. Not just large, not just old. Empty. For nearly all of its future, the universe will not have stars. It will not have warmth. It will not have the chemistry needed for life. No oceans, no skies, no one to ask questions. And yet, here you are. You exist in the narrow slice of time where matter has organized itself into stars, and stars have forged the elements needed for planets, and planets have created the conditions for life. This chain is not guaranteed. It is fragile. Break one step and you disappear. then if the universe expanded slightly faster, galaxies might never have formed. If stars burned slightly differently, the elements for life might never exist. If Earth had been just a little closer or farther from the sun, oceans might never have formed. Everything had to align, and it did. Not for long, just long enough. You are not at the center of the universe. You are not even in a special place, but you are in a special time. The only kind of time where something like you can exist at all. A time where the universe is still awake. Because that is what this really is. A brief awakening. For billions of years, the universe was dark, dense, and chaotic. Then it cooled, structures formed, light appeared, complexity grew, and eventually, awareness. Not everywhere, not often, but here, in small pockets of matter, and on small worlds, around ordinary stars. The universe began to observe itself, through you. And this moment, this fragile, temporary, vanishing moment, is all there is. Because it will end. The stars will go out. The galaxies will fade. Even black holes, the most persistent objects we know, will eventually evaporate over timescales so vast they almost sound fictional. Up to 10 to the power of 100 years or more. After that, there is no known process that brings light back. No known way for complexity to return. Just silence. Endless, unchanging silence. When you place your life inside that timeline, something shifts. Your worries shrink. Not because they don't matter, but because they exist in a context that is so much larger. They become brief disturbances in something otherwise empty. You are not just alive. You are alive at the only time life is possible. You are part of the rarest phase the universe will ever experience. Not the beginning, not the end, but the moment in between where something can happen, where something can feel, where something can know. And that changes the way you see everything. Because this is not just about scale, it is about timing. The universe is not built for you. It does not care if you exist. But somehow, against all odds, you do. For a brief moment, in a universe that will spend almost all of its existence without anyone to notice it. You are here to notice it. And then you will be gone, just like everything else. And the universe will continue, silent, dark, unaware, as if this moment, this entire bright era filled with stars and life and thought, never happened at all.